Part of the challenge for today's video is doing it whilst having these insane nails that my friend Lauren put on for a shoot, and I can't get off, but they're great. So we're gonna see how far we can get with this tutorial. Cupping is a really great thing to incorporate into your skincare routine because there are loads of benefits. It's essentially using one of these rubber cone-like things that helps to kind of very gently draw blood to the surface of the skin, and it assists with lymphatic drainage. It will warm up the skin, which is a really great thing to do before you apply makeup, because makeup always sits better on warm skin. I've also got some much smaller cups today, which are great for the eye area. You want to be really careful when you're doing this that you're not squeezing too hard, because you could risk bursting very small capillaries, but it's very safe and very easy to do at home. I'm gonna use an oil for my base. You can kind of use anything that's nice and lubricated, and oil's really good. If you've got a very kind of jelly-like cream, that's really good too. And just rub it in all over my face and get it just nice and moisturized. This will help the cups to glide over your skin really well, and it will stop any friction. So I'm just going to put it literally all over my face, my neck. So I'm going to start with this larger cup. The closer you get to the large end when you squeeze, the more intense the suction is. So if you want to begin by just squeezing the small end, you'll get a really, just quite a sort of a gentle sucking action. And all I'm doing is I'm putting it on my skin, I'm going to squeeze it, and I'm just going to gently drag. You just don't want to be stretching the skin, so you just take a nice little squeeze and release. I'm just slowly going to work my way down towards my jawline and go over each little area sort of 3 or 4 times. And you can kind of be here for as long as you want. You'll notice that your skin will start going a little bit pink, but that's kind of what we want, because it means that all the blood will be drawn towards the surface. And now I am just working up my jawline here. Next, you can move the suction from the midline of your face towards the outer side of your face. I'm kind of dragging it always down towards the temple, like this. It feels very nice actually. It feels like a bit of a massage. So I'm gonna, along my brow line, just use this as a much smaller little dragging thing that can kind of get into those smaller, tighter areas. And you can of course just gently go under your eye as well, and you can work around your nose as well. Always dragging up and out to the side of your face. So when you've kind of completed one side, you can then take this cup, the large one, and you essentially just want to drag all the way down to your collarbones. And I'm going to do that a few times, and this is where the oil comes in nice and handy, because it allows that grip to remain all the way down. And I'm just going to essentially be dragging all of those toxins that I've kind of collected down and towards my lymph nodes, where hopefully they'll be dealt with and gotten rid of, probably peed out or something. I don't know, where do they even go? Comment below. This would be the first step. I would go straight in, I'd cleanse the skin, I'd put some oil or a light moisturizer on the skin, and I would begin to do this for a facial massage. And that way you are really prepping your skin for the next steps and for the makeup look. If you have used an oil-based product, remember to remove it before you begin your makeup application or your moisturizer, because a layer of oil on the skin will probably lift your makeup off. So I like to prep the skin, hydrate it, moisturize it, do all my cupping stuff, and then I'll gently wipe it off and reapply a new moisturizer. I'd heard of cupping before for the body. I've actually never tried it on my body. And it just made sense. It's something that encourages blood flow and circulation, and that really is what, as makeup artists, we aim to do before applying makeup, because makeup really does sit better on warm skin. You'll probably find that your products, when they get cold, they solidify. So making sure your hands are warm when you apply makeup, making sure the skin's very warm, just means that it will sit much better on the face. Obviously not too hot, you don't want to sweat it all off, but you do need some warmth in the skin in order for makeup to sit really nicely and to blend well. So cupping just seemed like a really No-brainer really. You can apply very similar techniques to facial massage, and actually that's what I normally do when I'm working with clients or models and prepping their skin for a shoot. But you can essentially do very similar sorts of things with your fingers with a little bit more pressure, working always around the structure of the face and up into the brow bone and up into the forehead, dragging always towards the temples and the outer line of the face. And then at the end, you can run those fingers down the side of the neck from the outside of the face down towards those lymph nodes that sit down there and hopefully eliminate as much puffiness as possible. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial on facial cupping, and I'll see you all again next week.